Hello, this is the IVB Man, also known as Noah. Today I'm joined here with Mr. Bo Hamby. We will be discussing whether PlayStation is better than Nintendo or Nintendo is better than PlayStation. Myself, I will be taking PlayStation side because I'm a PlayStation gamer. Mr. Bo Hamby will be taking Nintendo's side. So I'm going to hand it over quickly to Mr. Bo Hamby.
Thank you, Noah. Nintendo is one of the best corporations of all time, having how you would say, fantastic games, some good, and at sometimes there are bad. Though I will admit, while there are some good things about PlayStation, such as how you would say,
Console, rather portable.
Yeah, console rather than portable. Portable is rather nice, but you rather play it at home because better graphics, better music, better characters, yada yada yada.
You don't have to deal with people in the public sense of being outside and dealing with that.
Exactly.
So, I'm going to cut in real fast and talk about my feelings on PlayStation, and you can disagree with me and ask me questions while I'm doing this, but I like PlayStation because you can hook it up to the TV, you can hook it up to your computer. It's so versatile, and the games look great. So, you got any questions for me, real fast?
Yes. Though Nintendo does do the same thing with the TV as well, such as with the Wii, Wii U, Nintendo Switch, though it's both TV and portable. But, I will say that the PlayStation franchise, it is rather more enjoyable.
So the nice thing about the PlayStation is that I have a 1 terabyte system, which means I can have more games than the normal person, but you can also buy external hard drives and extend it. So like, I know some people have like 4 terabytes hard drives and they've never once ran out of space ever. So what's the space like on the Nintendo brands?
Space, it actually pretty much, how you would... Pardon?
Is it the same thing?
Pretty much. The only difference is,
it's ejectable.
Ejectable.
SD cards usually.
Precisely.
I also have a 3DS, that's why I know so much about this stuff. I kind of feel for both sides. I like both, but I'd rather go with the PlayStation. PlayStation, you also have a pretty solid controller. Would you talk about controls on either, say, the Switch and the 3DS's, those lines, the DS lines, and the Switch lines?
Yeah, however, most people get, every once in a while, they get bored of normal controls. That's why Nintendo has, like, motion controls. You can actually move around, and it kind of feels like you're actually doing something, rather than just straight up pushing buttons.
I'm going to cut you off right there. PlayStation has what's called PlayStation Virtual Reality. It's basically the same thing, but cooler. And you can basically link that with some of your games and some of the good games, and it looks super good.
I hate to say this, and honestly I really do, but Nintendo actually did attempt at virtual reality once.
How did that work out?
I will admit, this was the first time they tried to attempt at virtual reality. It was known as VR32, also known as Virtual Boy. To get straight to the point, it flopped. It mainly caused eye strains, along with possible seizures and headaches.
Quick question. What's the best games for Nintendo? And I'll cover some of the best game titles that I like, that you like too, that I like for PlayStation and Nintendo. Go ahead.
For Nintendo, I'm usually on the Mario side, and my favorite has to be by far the Super Mario Galaxy Duo. It is really fun, except for Galaxy 2, that final star. But with Mario, you cannot deny his games are so great. Starting all the way from Donkey Kong to the original Mario Brothers, all the way to Super Mario Brothers, and all the way to his present games.
I remember New Super Mario Bros. Was pretty fun.
If you're talking about the DS one, I hate to say I have never played it. I've only jumped to New Super Mario Brothers Wii.
It's probably the same thing.
Not quite.
Some of the PlayStation games that are just actually now coming out is Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is really good. Modern Warfare, the new one, is coming out. It looks really good. I played both. Ghost Recon Wildlands. I like Farming Simulator 17. I know a lot of people hate it, but that's what I like. But No Man's Sky has been VR. It's pretty nice. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, the Black Ops series. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is pretty nice. A lot of good games right now on there. Fortnite is, however, kind of okay. I don't agree with a lot of stuff like the microtransactions. Speaking of that, how do you feel about microtransactions?
I'm not really that familiar with it. Could you,
Okay, so a microtransaction is basically how these companies make money. So you know, like, what a loot box is?
The what?
What a loot box is on video games, where you get, like, crates and stuff to get, like, skins and stuff?
Oh, that stuff.
So you know what V-Bucks is?
Basically currency within the video game.
In-game currency. So people pay big money to play with that stuff. That's why I hate microtransactions. It's basically a scam.
I will say that I understand where you're coming from, but Nintendo also kind of does the same thing, such as with with Mario Golf World Tour, along with the Pokemon games.
Okay, thank you. That'll be all for today.
Okay, hang on, are you recording right now? Okay. Now, Noah, about what you said about with Black Ops, Call of Duty, and no Star Wars games. Basically, no, not that many people are into that type of stuff. Video games are really
debatable.
Pardon?
Debatable.
Well, basically, video games are meant to do stuff that you can't really do in real life. However, with
RP and role playing.
Yeah. But with Black Ops, Call of Duty, and all that actually is possible stuff you could do in real life. What do I mean? It's called joining the
military. What do you mean?
It's called joining the military.
I disagree with that. Why I disagree with that, you don't have a mic right now, is because I'm a pro-military gamer, basically. I like playing military games because it gives me the feeling of, oh, I just killed somebody. Not really, I'm just messing around. But there's, like Wildlands, there's a stealth aspect to it. Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Okay, I do kind of understand where you're going with that, but, I mean, there are some military games that
are too realistic.
Yeah, but...
Like Call of Duty?
Yeah, again, I mean, that's like something you could do if you joined the military.
Okay.
However, there are some military games that actually do make you feel like you're actually having fun in a fake universe, such as Team Fortress 2, and
Fortnite.
Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Fortnite. I prefer Team Fortress 2 a little bit more because that's what I grew up on.
If you don't mind me asking, how much have you played of Fortnite?
Only one time. My nephew introduced me to it.
I played it a lot. So, I wouldn't say a lot. I've just played it some. Okay. So, I think PlayStation is the best idea to go with because you have so many options to choose from. I mean, I can stream from my PlayStation. You can't stream from your Nintendo, can you?
Actually, yes, you can. You can stream games such as Mario and Pokemon
from your 3DS.
Yes.
How?
I do not know exactly how, but there are videos
Please
on
explain.
Twitch.
Yeah, from people putting the camera up next to it.
Half the time, yes, but other half the times they manage to plug the DS in with the capture card.
Yes, it's true. Now, I know people take apart PlayStation and basically upgrade them, which is basically like a jailbreak. But I don't agree with that. So, what's your feeling on jailbreaking Nintendo software?
Actually, Nintendo software has been getting good over the years, gets better and better.
Do you want me to define what jailbreak is?
Sure, go ahead.
Jailbreak's when you mess with the system or like basically cheat codes or hacks.
Actually, there are... In Super Mario Galaxy, you actually can perform quite a few glitches that are actually pretty fun to do.
Keep talking.
Like, on Mega Leg's moon, normally in order to reach Bowser Jr.'s robot, you have to bust open a cage using a bullet bill. But however, thanks to the YouTuber A+ Start, I think, his series being Son of a Glitch, he showed a glitch where if you actually perform a triple jump from the starting point to the cage, you will actually gravitate towards Mega Leg's moon without having to use the launch star, and from that you can run all over Mega Legs. However, Mega Legs will not be active at all whatsoever.
Okay, so currently, what's your name?
Nash.
Nash. What? Aren't you the director from Square One or whatever?
No.
Dang it. Is going to be joining us to talk about the Nintendo Switch. I have you on mic 3.
Okay.
Mic 2 or in 1 or off. I need that on. So, would you please explain what the difference is between the Nintendo 3DS and the Switch?
Okay, so 3DS is, it has that.
You're going to need that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so, the 3DS has the flip, like, it's a flip out, and it has, like, the pin.
Yeah, I got one.
And like, the two doubled screen. And I actually do have my Switch with me today.
Would you show us so we can...
Yes!
So we can talk about it? We're gonna edit this with a PlayStation. I'll have you give me your first and last name.
Okay.
I'm gonna edit. I have Nintendo versus PlayStation. I made a Photoshop graphic.
Okay. And I don't have the full complete Switch with me. Like, it comes with, like, wires and the dock and all that. And that's what pretty much sells it.
Station.
Is right here. Is like, so pretty much the DS, the 3DS is now completely dead because of the Switch. Because
I can get most of the games for, like, super cheap.
Oh, yeah. And the Switch is the new portable console from Nintendo. It can be portable and a at-home console because it comes with the dock, and you can just slide the Switch right down in the dock when you get home, and it'll appear on the TV screen. It charges there. The controllers charge there, and if you just
how long does the controllers last?
They last for about a week. Just outside of the dock. It's crazy.
Like, the PlayStation controllers last, like, in total, like, 12 hours if it's fully charged.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 if it's fully charged, but 12 pushing it if it's brand new.
Yeah, I don't have that much experience with PlayStation.
I have tons of experience. I actually have mine in my car. I hook it up at the game room, play while I don't have class.
Nice. I've mostly been just Xbox and
this is like your jam, isn't it?
Nintendo. Yeah, I like talking about
games.
Mostly Nintendo.
Will you elaborate your favorite games on, like, Nintendo?
Oh, definitely. My favorite Nintendo game of all time is
Super Smash Bros.
No, Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube.
Oh yeah, on, brother.
Oh, hey. Speaking of that,
yeah,
we need to talk about the older systems too.
Oh yeah,
I played GameCube.
The GameCube will be my favorite console. Like,
definitely my favorite too.
Oh,
the 3DS has to be my favorite console.
It's great. I got it for Christmas like years ago.
I bought my 3DS with no money.
I got a 3DS for Christmas. It was the purple one that came out.
I have a black one.
They like the
original ones.
Yeah, the original models of the 3DS were so pretty because it had that glossiness to it, and they had that glossy plastic in it, and they had that translucent plastic covering it,
protected.
Yeah, it's just so
they're
pretty.
Like indestructible, basically.
Yeah, I drop mine all the time on concrete, and
I can't break it.
It was just
I've never been
beautiful
able to crack the screen.
Portable console.
You can't crack that screen; it's acrylic.
Yeah,
but Where are you going?
Stuck to my belt.
Okay, so my favorite GameCube game is probably Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy. I know
yeah. Oh no, dude!
But I mean, that game is so fun. It's like Battlefront basically, but like old. What I wish I could have is this. Like, oh, I can't. Crap. I want this like up here. So I don't have because it's like. Okay, that fixes it. Never mind. But. What's some other good GameCube games that y'all played? Tony Hawk's 2 Underground.
Wind Waker.
Wind
Waker's fantastic.
Wind Waker's pretty good.
Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, what about for the DS, the new Super Mario Bros. Game?
That's a classic for me.
That's a great game.
It was.
I like the poker part of it.
Yeah, it was
makes me so mad.
It was a great reboot for the side scroller.
Did you play any Ace Combat?
I did not.
I have it for the 3DS. It's awesome. I still haven't got the H10 though. I'm so mad.
For me, it would have to be Super Mario 64 DS.
I like Donkey Kong.
What
about Mario Kart 64?
I wish to play it, but unfortunately, it's one of those.
We have all the systems.
It's one of those rare games. You can find it at McKay's, but for $60, even in today's prices. That's a bit too much.
Yeah, Mario Kart 64 has... I'm going to be completely honest, never been a fan of it. I've never really been a fan of Mario Kart 64. And I understand why people like it, because it's very nostalgic for them, and they grew up playing that and all that, but I didn't grow up with the
I just looked at your 64. Mic and your thing's all the way up and went, oh.
Ooh, yikes.
No wonder why it's
I grew
spiking.
up with the GameCube and a Nintendo DS, and
yeah, me too. I had a red one, destroyed it over. I had to send it back to get it repaired, not once but twice.
Jeez.
Oh god, did that stop the recording?
I hope not.
Nope, we're good. Yes,
awesome.
You just had that blank space. I can edit it.
Okay.
There actually are older games besides just the GameCube, like. You cannot forget Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, you got the NES, the SNES, all those great consoles. NES will probably be my second favorite console from Nintendo, because I personally have one that I have all kinds of different cartridges and games for it.
Hold. Okay. So, the size is better. Who is that? Is that the radio guy?
I don't know. I'm not part of this building.
Hey, is he the radio guy now?
I have no clue.
Okay. Anyways, back to it. So, the dimensions. We talked about the dimensions. Would you... Better than lugging around a massive PS4?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a portable console. And they make very nice travel cases for it. You have a satchel, suitcase, and just a backpack for the Switch, and they have their own little.
And the price? How much is retail? Did you get your Switch for?
I paid $100 for mine, and that's because I had some coupons and.
You coupons?
Yeah, and a whole bunch of games for it. But
where did you get it at? GameStop?
GameStop.
That's where I get all my crap at.
It retails for $2.99. So
exactly what that
basically,
says. PlayStation retails for about $300. So
yeah,
it's pretty even.
Around the same price range. They did just release a Switch Lite, which is $199. So it doesn't have a dock or anything, and it's just the portable console. And that's what, when they announced that killed the DS.
What about your screen scratching? Do you have to worry about that?
Not really, because I usually just keep it in my little case right here.
Well, for the normal person that messes around.
Well, probably they'll need to get something for it. I do have scratches on mine, and that's because the first... Now, see, don't quote me on this, but I don't know if they fix this issue or not.
It's not.
It scratches the sides right here.
Okay.
And I mean, it does get like distracting, and they are pretty bad scratches, but they don't bother me as much as it would other people.
How long does your Switch usually last?
Usually a whole day.
How long does your Switch usually last? My mic wasn't on.
Probably usually like a whole day.
If you're playing it constantly.
Constantly? Oh gosh, I don't know.
Have you not done it?
Nope. I take breaks. I usually play it like maybe an hour or two, like per day.
What's the output resolution on the Switch? 1080?
Yeah, it's.
Can you go up higher?
Let me check real quick.
He's gonna check that while I come up with another question.
If I may say something about the power.
Okay.
The power is for the Switch. It's basically depending on how you play it. Like, as a handheld console, it's pretty much dead within like 2 hours. But when hooking it up to the TV, you can like play it as long as you want. The controllers will last longer.
Yeah.
So here's some Switch games.
Yes. Well, the first one I see right now is Breath of the Wild, and that is my favorite game for the Switch. It is just so good.
It?
It's so good.
It's Zelda.
Yes.
Zelda.
It's fantastic.
Oh,
Probably.
you have a Zelda.
Yeah, that's actually my carrying case.
That's pretty dope.
As for me,
I like the Zelda game, Twilight Princess from the GameCube.
It's fun. And as
quick question: Did you ever play Still Diver for the 3DS?
I did. Yeah, that was actually
that was a dope game, wasn't it?
It was all right.
It needed some upgrades. I'll be honest with you. Like some more gameplay would have been nice. I beat it. Did you beat it?
I did not. I like I said, it was all right. I didn't really.
It's like this
care for
like
it that much.
Boys, extend the arms. You're not going anywhere. But anything else you'd like to talk about Nintendo?
Actually, yes. Best game for the Switch, of course, it has to be. You cannot doubt Super Mario Odyssey.
I'll have to disagree with him. I'm going with you, Breath of the Wild.
Now see,
you're dead to me.
My second favorite game is Mario Odyssey for the Switch. It is.
That would be my second too. That I've seen gameplay.
It's fantastic. Like it. You know, I don't own it, but I borrow games from people a lot that I trust, and it actually in the game was like I had a fun time playing it. It's a fantastic Mario game. It reminds me of a 64 a lot, and I really want to go and get myself like an actual copy of the game so I can play it again. It's really fun.
Now, not to mention, what other Mario games are there that you get to dress up Mario, not counting Mario Party 2 for the 64?
True.
I do got a quick question. How do y'all feel about Super Smash Bros? We're going to talk about across the franchise.
I've played all the games. I'm more used to the Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate.
What about Super Smash Bros. Melee? Me and my brothers play that over all the time.
Like I said, I've played all of them, but just the ones that I've played the most is the Smash for the Wii U and Ultimate for the Switch. I play those games very competitively.
What about Wii Sports?
Wii Sports? Oh my gosh!
Oh, I
Wii
love
Sports was
Wii
so much
basically
fun.
destroyed.
I love Wii Sports.
Why don't they bring that back? I mean, I know like everybody loved Wii Sports.
It was great. I played.
There is Wii Sports U, though I've never played it.
But I don't think it was as good as the original Wii Sports.
But to be honest, the best
I
game
remember
out
in
of
elementary school we'd break out the Wii, boys.
Yep, they would break out the Wii.
And GameCube.
What? They had a GameCube there?
Didn't we have a GameCube at McConnell?
I only remember one time with Coach Gorilla that he
brought the Wii out.
Yeah, we did Wii bowling.
Yeah,
that's the only time I remember where he actually brought a Wii out.
My elementary school didn't have a Wii, but my middle school did, and they would bring out the Wii with Just Dance. I think that was it.
Yeah, what middle school did you go to by any chance?
Lake Forest.
Okay, we're back on. I think that's going to wrap it up for today.
Not quite.
Okay.
I still haven't gotten to say some of the stuff that.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, This is going back to the days of 3DS and
DS's,
and even further back, the Game Boy.
I was wondering what was in that pouch.
Yeah, it's the Game Boy Advance SP. Like, again, as I mentioned earlier,
you this more often.
You would rather play the home console games because they are much better, but even though the Game Boy Advance SP is old, you could still look back to it because it is still a lot of fun. Like I remember watching my favorite YouTuber, Chugga Conroy. He let's played Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Emerald for the GBA. How would I say?
We need to keep it under 20-30 minutes. So you got 2 minutes to finish up.
I lost my train of thought for a moment. He played those games, and it caused me to fall in love a lot more with the GBA, especially with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Of all the Pokemon games, my favorite has to be Gen 3. But after watching Chugga play it, I've grown quite attached to the GBA, but that's besides the point. There are plenty of fun games for the GBA, such as the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and there are Disney games like Finding Nemo plus The Incredibles. You're better off, or not better off, but the console games are better, but what my main point is, you can always go back to the Game Boy games. Even back to Game Boy Color, again with Chugga playing Crystal. You cannot deny that Nintendo has such great games, even back on the older times, especially with 3DS.
I'm still going to side with PlayStation because this is what this is originally about. PlayStation is better.
But you cannot deny
it's so great.
You cannot deny you have got to love the president of the United Games of Nintendo Land.
But okay, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today.
Hang on, can we say bye?
Yes.
Bye, everyone. It was
Go
nice
ahead and say your name too.
It was nice talking to you. I have been Bo Hamby, and you have been.
I am Nash Rudin. Thank you for having me today. Just last minute.
How do you spell that? So it's
Nashwooten.
Okay. I'll have you help me when I edit it.
Okay.
I will soon be a Let's Player. Please look out for the YouTuber channel.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is the IVB Man. Peace out.